been keeping track of my past hair videos, then you'll know that I'm trying to gradually go a little bit lighter for the summertime. This video is essentially about fixing your regrowth, doing like a root melt and adding a little bit of lowlights to your hair to add a little bit more texture to it. If you want to give this a try, then I recommend that you maybe take a chunk of your hair, like at the back where you can really hide it, and do a test. Do like a nice little test on like a nice strand and see if you are capable or you feel that you are comfortable enough to give yourself highlights. Otherwise, please seek a professional. This is only step 1 of what I'm doing to get the final look. In my last hair video, I went a little bit lighter here. You can see what happened here. It's like a lighter brown. And because I did that, my hair has regrowth. Well, it doesn't anymore. So before, that's what my hair looked like while I had the regrowth, and then this is what it looks like after I fixed it, which is what I have now. So you can see I have some streaks going down so that I don't have like a harsh line happening with my ombre. Because I went ahead and grabbed a medium color that's kind of like between my root color and my ends, kind of like a chocolate brown, it managed to blend everything all together, and that way when I keep growing my hair, then it'll grow out nice and smooth. Disclaimer, I am not a professional. I do this based on like trial and error. I do a lot of research before I dye my hair. I don't just like grab a dye and just go like, yeah, let's do this. No. So if you want to see how I blended my roots and added some low light texture to it, then please keep watching this video. I've already done a test strand on this whole section of my hair, like a test. And I already know that it does in fact blend in my hair. So what I'm going to be using, I'm using the Wella Color Charm 6W, and I think it's called, what's it, Dark Sand. The ratio is 1:2, so 1 part dye, 2 parts developer. And I'm going to be using 10. Before you start playing around with your hair dye, you want to make sure that you have no earrings in your ears, no jewelry, no metal. So that's one thing. You're gonna wanna have some gloves to protect your hands from the dye. You're gonna need a plastic bowl, a comb. I'm also gonna be using some foil here. Ooh, it's changing the lighting on my face. Just to protect the lowlights that I'm gonna be creating. Ooh, it's changing the lighting on my face. I have sheets that are relatively this size, just to make sure it's nothing too wide, nothing too thin, but I want to make sure that it's the length roughly of my hair. And this is a demi-permanent dye. Like when it comes out, it's literally orange. Like look, oh my god, why is this orange? Don't worry about it. When you put in the developer, it starts getting brown after a while. But when it starts out, you're gonna be like, I hope this doesn't turn my head orange. It's not going to. First off, what I want to do, I already have a lot of this side of my head, like this whole part underneath. This side is already blended because I just wanted to do a test. So I'm gonna start off just by sectioning this side of my hair. A few years ago, I did try out highlights on myself, and I actually succeeded, which is really weird. So I feel comfortable doing this. If you don't know how to do highlights or lowlights, then I would recommend maybe doing just like one test strand on like one small section underneath your hair and just seeing how that goes, because it does take a bit of practice to be able to do this properly. I want to be painting vertically, that way it gives a smoother blend and that it doesn't give harsh lines. If you paint this way, you're more guaranteed to have like a line going across. Now that I've blended the roots to my light brown hair, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add some lowlights just to give it more texture to it. Because my hair is ombre, I'm not going to touch anything lower than this part here. I'm just going to keep it. When you section off your layers, you want to make sure that your hairline is as straight as possible. That way the foil will go in really nicely. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm grabbing sections that are of different thickness. So this one's really thin. I have like a medium section here, and then I'm going thin again. That way it looks a bit more natural and it flows a lot nicer. So that's basically how I managed to get this result. There's not much I can really say to it. It does take a little bit of time. If you don't feel comfortable with foils and doing your own lowlights, then you can just stick to, I guess, blending your roots in. Otherwise, go see a professional if you do not trust yourself, because you do not want to botch your own hair. Anyway, so that was my video. I hope you guys thought it was useful. I mean, like, it's kind of just something I did. Next off, I will be doing the balayage highlights, kind of like this guy here, using the L'Oreal High Color Highlights in the shade Natural Blonde. I think it's called Natural Blonde. If you want to keep tabs on how my hair transforms in the next couple of weeks, then please hit the subscribe button, or if you like this video, please like it. Feel free. I'm not telling you to, but you can if you would like. If you have any questions, then please feel free to add a comment in the comment section. I normally get back to people within like a couple days or so. So if you're gonna plan on dyeing your hair within the next few days, I will be there to help you. Thanks for watching, and thanks for letting me hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. I am so blessed to have all you guys here with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.